Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Deep Rhythm, and we back with another video. Today we got a special video for y'all today. And the lesson that we want to talk about today in this video is time control. Hope y'all doing good. It's your boy Deep Rhythm. Let's go ahead and get right into it, right? So now when we talk about the aspect of time control, right? What I mean by time control is being able to stay present in the present moment. Because life has a way of trying to knock us off course, trying to get us away from what's present in front of us. You know, what we want to be doing, living our present life, you know? So that is the key thing, is to live your present life. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about living in the present, right, and living in time control, right, is your ability to live your life in the present, regardless of what anybody else says. We're not living in the past, not living off somebody else's word, not living off somebody else's anything, but living your true life, your own life, and enjoying every single second of that true life in the very present moment that you're in. So that is the lesson in this video, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I know it's been a minute. I've been off the channel for a long time. I've been busy with some other things, but in this today, you know, we're coming back, and we're coming back stronger. You know, we're coming back stronger than ever, and we're going to go ahead and talk about a few things and really dive deeply into this message. Okay, so now we know. In my last video, right, one of my videos, we talked about muscle control, right? So this video is a combination of kind of muscle control. Muscle control times, I want to say, coordination and appliance. All right? So muscle control times coordination appliance is basically what this video is, and we call that time control. Okay? So now it's we call this muscle because when you go, it's muscle control because when you go to the gym and you work out, right? And you're lifting and you're working on muscle control, right? You're trying to activate each individual muscle. You're not going too fast or you're not going too slow. The idea is to activate every single muscle that you can, not too fast or not too slow, right? You want to be in motion, in function, in the best possible way that you can, right? It's the same thing with life. We want to come in and we want to be able to exercise every individual aspect of ourselves. But, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, but we can't do that if there's so many different things blocking that life, right? If you have so many different things blocking your immediate present life, then so many different people, you know what I'm saying, so many different everything, right? That blocks your very present moment in life, your ability to enjoy the very second that you're in your own productivity, right? And what you're crafting, right? So time control, right, is your ability to stay present, not knock out and block out all the excess noise, knock out and block out all the excess people, you know, saying that come in and try to impede your mental space, you know, whatever, and take you out of that present moment that you're in, right? And that is the most important thing, is to be able to stay present, stay alive, and ignore or block out, you know, everything else that you need to block out in order to enjoy that very present moment, right? Because that's when we're the most productive in living, right? So that is the nature of this video right here. That's the one point that we want to really emphasize and touch on, right? So ability to stay, to live our life and enjoy our life, right? Because ain't nothing outside in the you know what I'm saying, outside of ourselves, right? Ain't nothing out there for us, right? Everything that we want is right here. It's right within us. It's right within our hands and our grasp. We just need to go ahead and create that thing. And the only block that's in the way of us creating that thing is the thought realm of many different other people, what we see, and not being able to block out this energy, you know what I'm saying, so that we can enjoy our present moment, right? So that is the most important thing. That is the nature that is the most important thing. And when we can get to a point to where we're able to block out that excess noise and block out so much sickness and so much negative diseasing, negative diseasing thoughts, and disease-ridden mental illnesses and this type of stuff. When we can block this stuff out and really separate ourselves from this mental cage, and be able to really, separate from that, then we'll be much easier, much better able to enjoy our present moment and be able to live in the current present moment, right? And that is the most important thing to be able to do. And you got, if you're someone who has a lot of people who hate you or don't like you, because of what you do, and who you are, it's a matter of just understanding, right? It's a matter of understanding. It's not even necessarily a matter of suppressing. It's a matter of actually becoming stronger, right? Strong enough to understand, right? And when you can understand, you walk your truth. You understand and you walk your truth, right? Because when you can walk your truth, then you can enjoy your present moment because you know what the truth is, right? So that's the most important thing, regardless of the amount of odds against you, regardless of the amount of people or of folks, environment, system, and the systems that are in place against you. You have to be able to enjoy your present moment and know your truth, right? And know your truth regardless of the odds against you, right? And regardless of the odds against you, because when you can understand and enjoy your truth, then you can enjoy your present, right? So that's the nature of this video right here. Very, very, very important video. Very, very important topic. I definitely wanted to talk about enjoying your truth and understanding your truth and enjoying the present, because when you can understand your truth, you can block out the lies that people try to tell, that people try to ensnare you with, or the lies that people try to captivate you with to keep you out of your present moment and enjoying your life. Most people like to, impede on somebody else's life or talk about somebody else because they don't enjoy their present life, or they see somebody else's present life and they see what they have and they're, jealous or envious of what they have, so they're not happy with themselves. So they try to captivate or control somebody else's thinking, or, do something to somebody else's mind because of how they feel about their own selves, right? Because how they feel about them, right? So it's important to understand this and understand that people do the things that they do because they don't enjoy their present, right? And, people are assholes at the end of the day, people don't have the brain capacity or understanding to even actually, this is for another video, but most people don't understand people have a problem understanding and really captivating other people's truths because they haven't lived it or walked in it. So since they can't captivate it or understand it, they condemn it and they say it's not real because can't understand it. You know what I'm saying? They can't conceive it. They can't conceptualize it. They can't fathom it. So they condemn it. They say, they say anything and everything because they don't understand, it, right? They don't understand it, right? So we have to understand, we don't look for validation from other people. We look for our present moment, right? We look for validation from our own truth and who we are, right? In our own journey. And we look for validation from our own what we've been through, right? Understanding what we've been through and who we are, right? And by understanding this, then we enjoy our present in that moment, right? Because I'm not giving up my present for anybody, right? I'm not giving my present up for anybody. Anybody's misconceptualization, anybody's thoughts, anybody's whatever, right? And that's the most important thing, is to not give up your present moment for anybody else, regardless of who they are. Regardless of what they think, or regardless of what type of lies they try to tell or spread, to impede on your peace and your present. So that is the conclusion of this video right here. Hopefully this video was good. This is definitely one to watch back a few times and keep reiterating because this was a very, very powerful, important message. I think that can really touch the minds of people in this day and time. It's just a matter of just not caring what people think And a matter of understanding that, hey, look, this is my present moment. I understand my journey. I know exactly where I'm coming from. I'm going to run back to that. You know what I'm saying? That is my truth. That is my forward. That is my future, right? It's right there in that past, right? I don't see nothing I like in this future, right? That of just straight misconception and envy, right? I don't see nothing in it. So I'm going to go back to the past, right? And I'm going to keep carving my way forward from my past because that's my truth. So that is the conclusion of this video right here. Keep that strong connection line between your journey, and your conscience, right? Understand this and keep living that way, right? That's the most important thing. And find new ways to enjoy it, right? Find new ways to enjoy it, man. Like, regardless, because, if you have a really tough life, right? You had a really rough life in the past, you know what I'm saying? But in order for you to understand where you're going, you have to remember that past. Find ways to keep yourself in that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you gotta do, find ways to keep you in that past. In who you are, in that journey of who you are, right? Regardless of what environment you end up in or how envious the devil becomes to try to maneuver you and try to sway you, put you here, put you there, whatever, right? Keep that same energy, right? And keep that same you regardless of where you at. Infect every environment that you get into with yourself and your journey, right? Don't succumb to that environment itself. Infect it with your journey, right? Because that's, that's what we want to do in the first place, right? We want to infect. And another thing, right? Because you don't want that you don't want that environment infecting you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that environment. Nobody got no time for no freaking environment infecting them, right? That's the last thing you want. Some silly ass freaking environment infecting you, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's important to know, important to understand. And yeah, that's just it, right? You know what I'm saying? That's just it. You don't want no silly ass environment infecting you. So you infect every environment you get into, and man, infect them, you know what I'm saying, as hard as you can, right? But anyway, look, that's just it, right? Your journey. Understand where you're coming from. Understand that this is your present moment. You know what I'm saying? Understand that this is your present moment, right? And can't nobody take you from your present moment, right? Don't let nobody take you from your present. You see what I'm saying? And that's just it. The present moment, right? I'm not letting nobody take me from my present moment because I'm too busy enjoying all my gifts and all the shit that I put in my own hard work to get, right? You know what I'm saying? My hands has been blessed from my hard work, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna enjoy the fruits of my own labor, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna enjoy the fruits of my own labor, regardless of what anybody say, right? Because anybody can say anything. But the proof is in the pudding. The fruits are there. So I'm going to enjoy every bit of these fruits. And I'm going to ignore all the excess bullshit, you know what I'm saying, that tries to come over here, right? Because I'm not having it. I'm not into it, right? I'm over here where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is, right? So that's the most important thing, is to enjoy the fruits of your own labor. Turn off social media, turn off the excess influence of everything else, man. You know what I'm saying? Forget about everything else, because at the end of the day, man, look, your journey and your walk, you've gained so much wisdom and so much knowledge of many different things. Fuck the world and fuck the devil if you want to flip and swip, and if you want to flip and swip the finish line or the goal line over, he want to swap goalposts. You know what I'm saying? After you done dribbled all the way over here, man. Fuck that. Don't even worry about that shit, man, because at the end of the day, you got all this shit carrying, on your back, right? And you got this shit right with you, man. So don't even worry about that. Don't even, you know what I'm saying? Not what you see, but what you feel, right? Understand your journey, right? What's coming back from the past, right? And keep reinforcing that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck everything else, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, find new ways to keep yourself in it, right? Because the devil gonna keep swapping goalposts. He gonna keep changing. He gonna keep changing he gonna keep trying to mess with being illusionary and with the imagery and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do, right? But as long as you keep understanding the journey and in the past, what you've been through, what you've overcome, what you've built, keep rebuilding and reinforcing those things and build on top of that shit, man. Build on top of that shit, man, the way you want to, bro. the way you fucking want to, bro, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to take all of that hard work, you know what I'm saying, that you built within yourself, man, and put your name on it. You know what I'm saying? Put your narrative on it. You know what I'm saying? Put all that on it because it's yours. It don't belong to nobody else. Don't let the devil steal that shit from you, man, because, you know what I'm saying, that's all he want to do, that faggot, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, walking around, prowling around, trying to figure out who you can try to condemn and steal energy from. You know what I'm saying? You know, steal from. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't even what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't even got to worry about that nigga, man. Like, listen, you don't even got to worry about that. Just stay in your present, man. Enjoy your gifts and keep carving out what you need to carve out, man. And fuck everybody else, man, and what they trying to say, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever, man. Because listen, you got a good thing going on, man, and this is something that is really powerful, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, man. You know the devil gonna want to try to, he gonna want to steal that. So don't let him steal that. And yeah, man, you know what's good, man. You know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Keep carving out you, man, regardless of how difficult it is. Even if you just the last man standing and you just the only one just carving that shit out, man. Look, carve that shit out, man, because it's beautiful, bro. It is beautiful. Don't listen to all this bullshit everybody else be talking about, like, oh, we got each other. Like, man, listen, most people try to suck up off the energy of other people because they ain't got shit themselves. You see what I'm saying? They ain't got shit going on themselves, and they just, you know what I'm saying, since they don't got, and they can't understand what other people doing, so they just, that's what they do. But hey, look, you ain't got to be that person, man. Or you don't got to be involved with that, man. Don't even fall into the influence of it, man, these groupies. You know what I'm saying? Don't even fall into don't even fall into the, you know what I'm saying? Don't even fall into the energy of it or the influence of it, bro. Stay away from that shit, man. You got something going on. You see what I'm saying? You got some shit going on. So stay away from that shit, man. You ain't gotta be all that, man. You ain't gotta be all that. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna conclude this joint right here. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Carve out what's in your mind, because I'm curious about it. I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what is deep down in your authentic mind. When it's finished, I want to see it. I want you to tell me about it. You know what I'm saying? Or I just want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the finished product. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the finished product. You know what I'm saying? So forget everybody else and what they saying and what they got going on, man. Listen, I want to see the finished product. You see what I'm saying? That's just me. So keep carving out yourself, man, and doing what you're doing for me. Psych not for you. You know what I'm saying? Finish that for you. You know what I'm saying? Finish that. You know what I'm saying? just playing, but yeah, finish that joint, man. Finish that. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna conclude this joint right here. Yeah, man, listen, that's just it, man. Keep doing you. Keep doing you, bro. I mean, I don't know what type of business it is, you know what I'm saying? Understand your business, understand anything, man. Just career-wise as a ball player, you know what I'm saying? But just whatever your craft is, you know what I'm saying? Like, just keep going with that shit, man, and do that shit to the fullest, man. Stick to your craft. You know what I'm saying? Fall behind your craft. You know what I'm saying? And don't get caught up in too much of the other bullshit, right? Don't get too caught up in your ego. Don't get caught up too much in pride. Don't get too caught up in what everybody else think or doing. Listen, fall in love with your craft and fall in love with your own systems, right? That way you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Fall into fall in love with it, man. Fall in love with truth, right? Fall in love with what's real. You know what I'm saying? Fall in love with anything that's outside of that pride and outside of that pride and that egoistic, culture that be going on now. Like, fall in line, you know what I'm saying, with everything that's outside of that mess. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that stuff, right? Fall in line with everything outside of that ego, right? And into that's what I want to say, right? That's what I want to say, right? So that's the other thing. That's the most important thing, and it's just being innovative and being productive, right? Finding ways to be productive within your own systems, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to, of course, fall too far in line or out of sync with, you know what I'm saying, your own rhythm, right? You You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. I'm gonna conclude this joint right here. You know what I'm saying? Carve yourself out in the way that you want to carve yourself out. You know what I'm saying? In the way that you envision yourself being, right? To the fullest. Exactly how you want it to be. Do that joint, man. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Do it to a T, right? And then truth. Anyway, I'm gonna conclude this joint right here. Peace, love. Hopefully this video is good for somebody. But yeah, we out.